wait a minute, all good just a week ago. At my house, we party every weekend, so on the radio. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for tuning in. There will definitely be more videos like this one and other videos. This channel is geared towards vulnerability, fitness, and lifestyle content. So if you're into any one of those, please hit the subscribe button. But other than that, the purpose of this video is going to be nutrition and meal prepping, which I absolutely love doing, but honestly, I've been slacking a whole lot on meal prepping. So I fell victim to one of the meal prep services because, you know, I'm lazy when it comes to cooking, and I just thought, why would I not order from a meal prep service if it's available and if I can afford it? So I did that for a whole month and 2 weeks. Yes, a whole month and 2 weeks. I did it. I guess my excuse is that I did it so you don't have to. After hearing my review, at least, if you were ever curious about it, the meal prep service that I was ordering from was Factor 45. I think that's what it's called. Factor 45 or Factor 75 meal prep. Factor meal prep, something like that, Factor meals, whatever. The first part of this video is going to be me giving you all a review on how that went for me. Now, the first 2 weeks were pretty lovely. I was trying new things. It was good, you know. The second 2 weeks, or the rest of the period that I was ordering from Factor meals after that, was just like everything was tasting the same. And I was getting my shipments every Monday. I was doing it for lunch and dinner. So I was getting 10 meals every Monday. Some weeks the meals would be super late. They wouldn't get here until like Tuesday evening. And if I'm depending on that food to feed me, lunch and dinner Monday and Tuesday, it doesn't really work out well if the meals are going to be late. They eventually got here, but that was one downside of it. They weren't always on time, which sucked. Another downside of it, those first 2 weeks, I feel like I was getting like the best quality food. The weeks afterwards, I just felt like they were just throwing stuff together. Everything was tasting the same. And yes, it may have looked good, but it was just tasting the same. And again, when you're working with, I never even said this once, but when you're working with one of these meal prep companies, ordering from them, you can't always expect the best quality food, because if you think of a service like Factor Meals, whatever the freak it's called, they're mass producing this food. So it's not always going to be the best quality, even though they say it's the best quality, because it felt like I was getting some of the chicken scratches. And obviously that's not going to taste good, but I'm still eating it, again, because I was depending on this for meal prepping. Instead of going to the grocery store, I was still going for breakfast, because I didn't do breakfast when it came with the Factor meals. I was still cooking that because breakfast really, it's fast. It's like eggs, bacon, whatever. It's super fast. But for lunch and dinner, I was ordering Factor meals. And yeah, I'll insert some pictures of how the food looked. I actually have some in my fridge that I need to throw out. Like, when I tell you that you spend your money on this, and it's not cheap. I believe I was spending, the first week, I got a good discount. I think I spent only $80 for the first week, and that's for 10 meals, because they give you like a new member discount or something like that to drag you in. And then after that, I got lazy and I still continued to spend money. You still get a discount, but it's not as good. I was spending like $130 after that until I basically canceled my membership last week. Something that was super nice about it is that the proteins, carbs, and fats was written on the box. So all your macros that you should be aware of, like making sure you're getting in the right amount of protein, was written on the box. So that was really good. So you know what you're eating, but again, you don't know the quality of the food that you're eating. So would I do it again? Actually, I'm gonna show you guys really quick the meals in my fridge that I'm gonna throw away. They still look good. It's just that because they all taste the same and because it's just like mush, I did not reach for them. I believe I went to Chipotle. Yeah, Chipotle. And I do feel bad throwing this out. I do. I just can't bring myself to eat it anymore. So these are 4 of the meals, okay? I'm gonna open each one and show you them because maybe you're curious and maybe you've been wanting to try Factor. So this is a queso poblano chicken. Here, maybe I should just take it out. And it's like the vegetables too. When I tell you guys the vegetables are just like scraps, like That's literally something you can cook yourself, which is fine. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I just had to try it out to get it on my own. Tuscan pesto baked salmon. So how it works is in the app, they have some pre-selected meals. First, you pick out the plan that you want. A 10 meal plan, say you only want lunch, 8 meal plan, whatever it may be. Then from there, they pre-select each week what your meals are going to be. And then after that, you can go in, you have a deadline to go in and select meals that you want to swap out those meals that were pre-selected. And I did that mostly. But then with this one, I almost dropped it. I missed because I would never order salmon from, I'm like chronically afraid of eating fish that I believe to be bad, but that's like the salmon and whatever that is. That's like a mashed potato hash. There's that. And then they have like their premium meals, which would be like steak, and that's like a $14.99 upcharge. And yeah, but everything, I haven't tried any other premium meals because what's the point? This is their creamy garlic chicken thighs and roasted mushrooms meal. Taking the lid off of this one. And so it comes delivered in like this big box with like the last meal that I still have, poultry, butternut squash, and sage chicken macaroni. Like they all sound good, but those are going in the trash today. Okay, the second portion, the main portion of this video is going to be meal prepping. Yay, the crowd goes crazy. I have been meal prepping for such a long time, besides the month and 2 weeks that I was ordering from factory meals, RAP, but we're gonna get back into it. We went grocery shopping this week. I spent about $123. I can't remember the cent amount on groceries from Sprouts. Got some good quality things. We're gonna keep it simple. I find that keeping my meal prep simple, because I'm someone who's concerned about the nutrition behind their meals, I don't always worry. I'm gonna be honest, I don't always worry about flavoring, okay? Some people over season their stuff. I definitely probably under season my stuff, which works out for me. It's just whatever you think is best. I am more so concerned about getting my carbs, protein, and veggies in. So for breakfast, we're keeping it simple. Some of these meals, you'll find that they almost sound the same. And some of them are the same, I'll be honest, because again, I'm a simple gal when it comes to cooking. I try not to do the most, and I find that when you don't do the most when you're cooking and meal prepping is most likely when you're gonna hit your nutrition goals. My nutrition goals currently, my fitness goals, are to lean out a little more, and I do need to take out, you call it a cut, basically where you decrease the amount of calories that you're eating. I need to take it seriously. So I need to stop with the sweet treats. So I just need to lock in some more. But I find that keeping my meals simple works out so much easier for me, and my goals works out easier for me. I'm not saying this is you whatsoever, because maybe you can make like a yummy 4-course meal, super nutritious and whatever, but I'm not into that, okay? And I like to meal prep quick and simple. So that's gonna be what the second portion of this video is. And I'm actually gonna do that part as a voiceover because I want to be more aware of the time that I'm meal prepping, because I want to show you guys like whether it's 2 hours, 3 hours, what the true amount of time of meal prepping is that it took me. And after that, I would have meal prep breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast, we're gonna do eggs, bacon, rice. Lunch, we're gonna do rice, a spinach and tomato mixture, and chicken. Dinner, it's gonna be the same thing. So rice, chicken, and broccoli or spinach or whatever is usually like the fitness epitome to make sure that you reach your fitness goals. It's a well-known meal within the fitness community and it works out well. And since I'm getting back into meal prepping, just seemed right. So we're gonna do that. But the thing is, you have to have a variety of different sauces, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys my sauce collection really quick. So you have to have a variety of sauces if you're gonna eat the same thing, okay? So this teriyaki sauce from Primal Kitchen, super good. This buffalo sauce from Primal Kitchen, also super good. This avocado lime sauce from Primal Kitchen, another good one, okay? And then I have this Red Hot Thick Sauce Original. I wouldn't so much reach for this one just because like the ingredients in that one, but since I have it, I will use it, okay? This balsamic vinaigrette. I like to put this on everything, honestly, and Cholula, the best sauce. Oh, I forgot the barbecue sauce, the Kinder's barbecue sauce, of course. That's gonna be my sauce collection, but as I said, the rest of this video will be a voiceover, So stay tuned for that. And yeah, let me know what you think at the end. Let me know some of your favorite meal prep things that you love to meal prep. And I will keep track of the time for you all to let you know how long this takes me ideally. But let's get into it. Hey guys, so I started by cutting up a bunch of fruit, strawberries, and then we have blackberries, and then we also have apples and kiwi. And what I did was I put everything together to make a fruit bowl. This is gonna go by really fast, so I'm gonna speed up my talking. But there's a fruit bowl, and then after this is gonna be bacon and then eggs. Yeah, so we're cracking the eggs to make a egg scramble almost, and then next clip is bacon cooking. Gonna put the eggs in, and then that's gonna make a breakfast scramble. And then I paired that with rice on the side so it can be a full meal. We got a lot of protein, our carbs in that. I don't do veggies for breakfast. And then we have our chicken, okay? Olive oil always, and then a very minimal amount of seasonings. Don't judge me. And then I put it in the oven at 400 degrees for 30 minutes, and then after it's done I take it out and then broil it for 5 minutes while it's still in the oven. And then there's our spinach mixture that I paired for both lunch and dinner. And then we're putting everything up. Remember that that's both lunch and dinner right there. But all together, this only took me about 2 hours, actually. It took me 2 hours. You know how I know that? Because I remembered to time. Okay, thank you, bye.